Scott Spratcher here with Doug Upstone. We are DocSports.com. Baseball is the topic. We're going to look at the AL Central matchup between the Royals and the Twins at Target Field for the weekend. But I got to talk about something. Look at that. Look at that baby, Upstone. Look at that baby. 40 years old. Needs to be dusted off. I pull it out of the box every year for the Triple Crown. Exarban Racetrack, Omaha, Nebraska, where I cut my teeth or made my bones, so to speak, as a teenager. And I had to bring it out because it is Kentucky Derby weekend. I know you're going to have some plays over at DocSports.com on your homepage. I'm going to be heavily involved in Derby matchups. And I brought this hat out, and I always think of my uncle, Robert Mundorf. You can Google him if you wish, folks. Bobby Mundorf, Robert Mundorf. We called him Uncle Bobby. But he was a jockey of the year in the early 60s at Del Mar and raced at all the big tracks. That's where I got my start. Now, people ask me all the time, Upstone, you're 6'1", 220. How in the heck did your uncle fit on a horse? Well, he was an Uncle from Marriage. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, listen, I wanted to talk about the Derby, which Doug will on his YouTube videos. I will on mine. But we are going to talk a little Royals and Twins this weekend. And Doug, these teams, opposite records. KC's 15-8, Minnesota 8-15. But KC only has a +6 run differential with that hot record, and Minnesota only a -6 run differential. The pitchers this weekend, the scheduled starters, Singer and Pineda, Duffy and Shoemaker, Keller and Berrios. Doug, I'm going to ask you in just a moment, but I want to bring you into the mix, and then I want to ask you, does KC begin a regression anytime soon, maybe this weekend, or do they keep it going against their AL Central rival?
Yeah, before I answer that question, Scott, I wondered if you've noticed, because I've noticed this at Docs. Have you noticed Tony George with his videos? I don't know. There's just been something different about him since the start of the baseball season. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Maybe the fact that his Royals, as you mentioned, are 15-8. They're not only leading the AL Central, but they have as we do this video, they have the best record in baseball. I wonder if that has anything to do with it, Scott.
That could be it. You know what? I was going to say also, I'm getting a little bit, well, you know what? I'm going to give him a break. He's a Nebraska boy. But the Chiefs, now the Royals, they're looking to make that appearance more than every 25 years if they get back this year, right? So I think they're going to fade, but I don't know. What do you think about this weekend, brother?
Yeah, the thing that I'm looking at here, with this team is that, there's been a number of things that have gone their way. Number one, they've had decent starting pitching. They've had a capable bullpen. They've had clutch hitting, and they've had luck. Okay. And the first three elements, based on how they're playing, makes perfect sense. And against right-handed starters, Scott, they're 10-4 so far this season. The luck factor comes in by the luck of the fact that they're 6-1 in one-run games so far this season. So that speaks directly to your run differential statement. Now, as you mentioned, Minnesota comes in 8-15. They're 3-7 at home, and they have been the complete opposite of the Royals. This team, despite having a batting average that ranks 7th in baseball, they're 21st at on-base percentage, and like a 1997 Volvo, the clutch is broken for the Twins. This team, their starting pitching has not been terrible, Scott, but the bullpen, they've blown 5 of 9 saves. Their record is 1-8. I don't know how you take them for the series. Now, in the lid lifter, I agree. I don't know if you agree or not, but I like Brady Singer over Michael Pineda. That's for sure. And for the series, I fully expect the Royals to improve to 9-4, taking 2 games in the Twin Cities to take this series. Fire away, Scott. You agree or disagree with me?
Well, I'll tell you, Casey's going to face 3 righties. 2 of them are putting up decent numbers. Casey's bottom third in the league in batting average on the road against righties, 22nd in WOBA, near the bottom third of the league in weighted runs created plus on the road against righties, which tells me they are going to regress. We all would expect that anyway. They're playing, I think they're 1 game away now from 667 baseball. They're not going to do that for the entire season, and they still might make the playoffs. But their best spot is probably, to me, against Shoemaker on Saturday, and Duffy's pitched well thus far. But the Twins are, you mentioned, they're having a rough time with on-base percentage. Yet they're top 12 in WOBA, and they are top 12 in weighted runs created plus at home against lefties. So I'm looking at an over on Saturday with Duffy and Shoemaker on the mound of this particular game. And I'll bet right now that Denny Duffy's ERA by season's end is closer to 4.5 than it is 3. I'll just throw that out there right now. You can call me on it at the end of the season. And I have the same opinion regarding Singer, but we can't judge what's going to happen 3 months from now. We can only judge what's going on right now with maybe some thoughts about maybe upcoming in the near future regressions from some of these players for the Royals. As far as the series, boy, I'm just right there, man, on the cuff of saying I think the Twins take 2. So I'm not a big series player in this particular matchup, but I do think, again, on Saturday in that matchup between Duffy and Shoemaker, got a great shot at getting over the total at Target Field. So, again, I'll go with your 2 wins by the Royals. I'm not in with that or against it, and I'll say the over on Saturday might be a play for me when that time comes. But anyway, listen, we got a lot going on, as I mentioned at the top of this video. We got the Derby going this weekend. Of course, the NFL Draft taking place right after we get done posting this video for these weekend series. We've also got baseball, basketball, hockey, all of the above. Man, Doug, I'm feeling good right now. My top play on Thursday, Sun JM over Victor Hovland in the opening round. He won by a stroke. I don't care if it's a stroke or 50 strokes. He won, so I'm happy about that. We got PGA going this weekend. Doug can't miss in the NBA. So check out that free $60 account if you're not yet a member. What you do is you click on that link below the video, get yourself signed up for that free $60 account, and then you could use it on any of our daily packages. Doug's, mine, anybody in the roster, even Tony George and his damn Kansas City teams. You can jump on board with him too and use that free $60 account on your daily packages. All right, so he's Doug. I'm Scott. Let's enjoy the weekend. Let's put him in the win column.